السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Welcome back to Qur'anic Arabic Grammar, and today inshallah this is part number 5. We're still in the huruf. Last time we learned about prepositions and conjunctions, so some more huruf, some more particles today inshallah. The benefit of learning particles first is that you can spot them wherever in the language, and you can get the meaning of that at least a little bit. So the first is Hamza today. These are interrogative particles, Adawatul Istifham, and there are how many? 4 questions, right? There are 14 of them. The first is Hamza. Hamza, in the sense when you're asking about something like, is this so and so, so and so? Like, Alam nashrah laka sadrak. The entire nashrah yani open your chest. Open for you your chest. Alam nashrah laka sadrak. So has come. Have we not done this? Have we? Is this ahada baytun? Is this a house? So just is a hamza is a question. Is or did. With verbs it could mean did. Alakum al-dhakar wa lahu al-untha. Is there for you males and for him are females? Because they used to kill the girls and all that. So alakum al-dhakar, for you is the male, wa lahu al-untha. So is a question. Hal is similar to and hal similar. Like hal ataka hadithul ghashiyah. Has the news of Ghashiyah come to you in Surah Al-Ghashiyah, the overwhelming calamity, Ghashiyah. Then we have Mada. Mada means what? So these are just used, and generally the answer will be yes and no in these 2 questions, Hamza and Hal. There's a difference between Hamza also. Hamza, you could ask for 2 things also, options like and are used. Like, Atabibun anta am mudarrisun. Are you a doctor or a teacher? But Hal cannot be used. Hal with So Hamza can be used with So in questions means or, and aw is or, like in conjunction we saw in the previous lesson, is or in sentences, kind of declarative sentence. But yeah, Hamza and Hal. And Madha is what? Ma and Madha both mean what? يسألونك ماذا ينفقون قل ما أنفقتم من خير. They ask you about what they should spend. Say whatever you spend. من خير فللوالدين is for the parents. والأقربين or relatives, واليتامى orphans, والمساكين and the poor, وابن السبيل and the wayfarer, the travelers, وما تفعلوا من خير, and whatever good you do, فإن الله به عليم. Indeed, Allah is ever knowing of that. So ماذا means what. Then we have ma also means what. Right? Ma also means what. So what's the difference generally? Mada is used for things, stuff like Mada ala al-maktabi, what is on the table, for example. But generally this is the same. Ma. Then various types of ma. One is negation ma. It comes with verbs. I did not go, for example, ma dhahabtu. We'll learn later on. But you can understand, like when you see a sentence, it's a question. It comes in the starting. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا لَيْلَةُ الْقَدْرِ. And what can make you know what is the Laylatul Qadr, the night of Qadr. Man dha is also who is. Man plus dha. Like man dha alladhi yuqridu Allah qardan hasana. Who's the one who will give a debt to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, a goodly loan for yudha'ifahu, so Allah will multiply it. Lahu wa lahu ajrun kareem, and for him is the noble reward. Wa lahu ajrun kareem. So man dha is also something like who's the one. Man dha alladhi yashfa'u indahu illa bi'idhnihi. Dha we don't really translate here, but yeah, man is who, but who is kind of. Then we have just man, which is who. It also can come in conditional sentence, like ma also can mean whatever. It's not a question, so that's why just what. But man is who. Waman ahsanu qawlan, like who is. I said whoever. Actually, it should be just who, I believe, because it's not a condition. Whoever will come in, like وَمَن يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا يَرَهُ. That's a condition. Whoever does an atom's deed of good will see. This is not a condition. It's a question. It's the form. So it should just be who, not whoever, from what I think. Allahu a'lam. وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ قَوْلًا مِمَّنْ دَعَا إِلَى اللَّهِ. And who is best in speech than the one who calls towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا, and does righteous deeds, وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ, and says, indeed I am from the believers, so Muslimin, submitters. وَمَنْ أَظْلَمُ مِمَّنْ مَنَعَ مَسَاجِدَ اللَّهِ. And who is more oppressive, we could say, مِمَّنْ, than the one who مَنَعَ مَسَاجِدَ اللَّهِ. Mana'a is to prevent, and prevents the masjids of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and يُذْكَرَ فِيهَا اسْمُهُ, and he prevents in the houses of Allah that yudhkara fiha ismuhu, his name is mentioned there, wasa'a fi kharabiha, and he strives in its destruction of masajid. So man means who. And then you have kam is how many, like kam malan indak, how much wealth do you have, money do you have, how much or how many. Qala kam labithtum fil ardi adada sinin. He said, Kam labithtum, how much did you live in the land? In a number of years. Labitha is to stay. How much did you stay in the land? For a number of years. So the moment. So kam is how much? Aina is where. وَيَوْمَ نَحْشُرُهُمْ جَمِيعًا. And the day we will gather them, all of them. ثُمَّ نَقُولُ لِلَّذِينَ أَشْرَكُوا. Then we will say to the ones who did shirk, Aina shuraka'ukum, where are your partners? Aina is where. It could be wherever also in conditional sentences, but here it is where. Aina shuraka'ukum alladhina kuntum taz'umun. Where are your partners which you all, za'ama is to claim. You all used to claim. Where? Anna is also from where. Min aina, that is from where. Qala ya Maryamu anna laki hadha. From where did you get this? Zakaria alayhi salam said to Maryam alayhi salam, where did you get this, all of this food? قالت هو من عند الله. He said, it is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inna Allah yazzuqu man yasha'u bighayri hisab. Indeed, Allah gives risk to whoever He wants without any reckoning, without any hisab. So anna is this. Then you have ayyana, which means when for big things. Ayyana. Amwatun ghayru ahya. They are dead and they're not alive. وَمَا يَشْعُرُونَ ayyana yub'athun. And they do not realize from where they will be resurrected or when they will be resurrected. Ayyana is when. So mata and ayyana both means when. Anna also means kaifa sometimes. How? Kaifa. Anna yuhyi hadhihi Allahu ba'da mawtiha. How will Allah give life to this after its death? Anna. So anna can be from where and also how you could write. How? Min aina or how? Anna. Then ayyana is used for when, for big things like qiyamah and all that. And will it happen? Kind of, you can use ayyana instead of mata. Kaifa, how? وَكَيْفَ تَكْفُرُونَ وَأَنْتُمْ تُتْلَى عَلَيْكُمْ آيَاتُ اللَّهِ وَفِيكُمْ رَسُولُ. And how can you disbelieve while recited to you the ayats of Allah and in it is His messenger? So kaifa. Mata is when. وَيَقُولُونَ مَتَى هَذَا الْوَعْدُ إِن كُنْتُمْ صَادِقِينَ. And they say, when is the promise of Allah? If you, in is if, conditions, if you are believer. إِن كُنْتُمْ صَادِقِينَ. So mata is when. Ayyu is which actually. Ayyu is which. I don't know why he said oh. فَأَيُّ الْفَرِيقَيْنِ أَحَقُّ بِالْأَمْنِ. So which of the two groups is more right to safety? Ayyu is which. I don't know what oh. It should be ya actually. So that's a mistake. Which is for ya. I mean, it should be oh. Ya Hamid. Oh Hamid. This is which. Limada is why. Man ightasala. Limada is why. Very common. Man ightasala fahuwa ahsanu wa athhar. فسأخبركم لماذا بدأ الغسل. Sahih ibn Khuzaimah. Whoever does ghusl on the day on Jum'ah, no? فهو أحسن وأطهر, is more better and more pure. وسأخبركم, I will inform you لماذا بدأ الغسل. Why ghusl started. I will inform you. So this is hadith. لماذا? Why? Maybe in the Quran they did not yet. I don't know. So that's why he brought the Shaykh Hafizahullah. He brought it from the hadith. And so these are adawatul istifham. Adawatul istifham, it is used to ask a question to know the unknown thing. So there are 14 of them. So how can you memorize them? He made a shi'r here. Ahal mada ma mada. Ahal manda man mada. Manda man mada. Kam aina anna ayyana. Kayfa mata ayyu limada. So he has a tone. Is ahal mada ma mada. Ahal manda man mada. So he's repeated now 1 2 mada something. And then kam aina anna ayyana kayfa mata ayyu limada. And all 14 are covered. Ahal madha ma madha. Ahal manda man madha. Kam aina anna ayyana. You could guess. Kayfa mata ayyu limada. Just for knowing, so you should know the meaning. That's more important than knowing all of them together. So is did. Hal is also same thing. Mada what. Mama what. Mada is again what. Hal is same. Man is who. Manda is here. Manza is used as who is like one word. No? Then man is who and mada is repeat again. Come how many. Aina where. Anna from where. Anna or kaifa how. Ayyana when. Kaifa, how, mata, when, again, and then ayyu, which, and limada is what, and limada is what. So alhamdulillah, all 14 are covered here, right? Alhamdulillah. Limada, ma mada, ahl manda, man mada, kam aina, inna ayana, kaifa mata, ayyu limada, ayyu limada. We have some exercises, read and write. So we are done with, I think it's the end of first unit. So we have some exercises. We just have to read and write these worksheets. Alif, ba, ta, tha, the huruf tahajji, the letters for writing practice. So maybe you can write like this. Alif, alif, alif. This one, ba, and so on. Ta, ta. All right. And this is what, join the letters appropriately. Huh? Join with what? I don't know. Join. Maybe just ba, maybe. Bata, you want. Ba. He didn't give what to join. Anyways. Read and write. So writing practice. A'udhu, I seek refuge. Try to know the meaning also. A'udhu. So writing is a lot in this book because they want you to learn quickly. This is a crash course, some kind of. In 20 sessions, inshallah, I hope to finish this. So this is the 5th session, right? Almost 1/4. But I don't know. I might take maybe 25 sessions. A'udhu, a'udhu. I seek refuge billah, in Allah. A'udhu billahi. He didn't give min. Ash-shaytan, ar-rajim, the curse. Bismi, in the name of Allah. In the name of Allah. Ar-Rahman, the most gracious, the most merciful. Alhamdu, all praises. The al, one of the meanings of al is all praises. It's so called al. It's not the praise here because generally al means the. Sometimes al could mean all. Kullul hamd lillahi, for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, rabbil alamin, the Lord of the world. He just wants us to try to imagine how, to translate, break up word to word. Rabbil alamin, maliki yawmiddin, the owner of the day of judgment. Malik is not Malik. Malik is king. Malik is the owner. Iyaka, you only. It was actually na'buduka, grammatically speaking. Na'buduka, we worship you. But we want to bring the ka first, the pronoun. It becomes what? We cannot just leave it like this, no? The ka. So we have to bring iya. We don't translate iya. But we can say to you only we worship. And nasta'in, we seek help to you only. Sirat, the path. Al-mustaqim, the straight path. Istiqama. Alladhina, the ones who. Alladhina means what? The ones who. Alladhina qalu. Singular is alladhi. Alayhim, upon them. Ghayr, not. Ghayri. Ghayri. Al-maghdub, the ones who are the having got the anger. And wala, and not dhalin, misguided ones. All right. Then we have an exercise. Define the noun, verb, and particle. So if you've done the previous this thing, you should be able to do it now. Try to identify, because this, if you do it properly, it's easier for you to translate. Some people are like, why should we do that? What's the point of it? Yes. The point is, if it's a particle, it should be from the list which we've learned before. Because conjunction, preposition, and all of that. Most of the list is given. And if it's a verb, you should identify if it's a past or present. Or it's a command. If it's a noun, you should know the singular, plural. Right? Okay, so let's see. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. So a'udhu is the verb. So maybe you can write we. And particle write p. Billahi, ba is p. And Allah, of course, is a noun n. And minash shaitan is, so min is what? Particle again. Have min is from shaitani, noun n. Rajim. You can identify nouns with al or tanween generally. Huh? Sometimes, or two words joining together. Like Baytu Hamid, in Hamid's house. But yeah, it has al, so it's not a verb, it's not a particle. Particles are generally 2 letters or 3 mostly. Rajim is Rajim, noun. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So ba is article. Ism is a noun. And lafz jalala is a noun. Ar-Rahmani, noun. Ar-Rahim. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdu. Al is a particle, by the way, if you want to separate it, but we won't. Just write Alhamdulillah. See, there's another lam here. Belongs to Allah. So, lillahi. So we can translate the li first is a particle and Allah's name is a noun. Rabbi, noun. Alamin, noun. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, noun. Maliki, the owner, noun. No particle, no. Iyaka. Iya, we can translate together because ka is a noun. We could just say ka now as of now. Both of them are noun because pronouns are also nouns, by the way. Na'budu, this is a verb. This is present tense. No, we've learned present tense a little bit. How do you identify? You see in the present tense, the noon, ya, ta, or hamza comes in the starting. So we have a noon here. We worship. All mudara, present tense. So this is a verb. We worship. Wa iyyaka, noun we could say. This is a harf, by the way. Waw is a particle. Nasta'een is also, we can see a noon, we can see a dhamma at the end. So it's a verb. It doesn't have al, we would say. It's a verb. Ihdina. Ihdi is command. This whole thing is verb. Ihdi is command. Guide us. This is a noun. Sirat al-Mustaqim, noun. Sirat al, this is also noun. Alladhi, alladhina, asma'ul mawsul, the relative noun. So these are also nouns. Alladhina an'amta. So you see, an'am is the verb. Ta is a noun. You. Because pronoun, no? Which you bestowed. You did in'am upon them. So ala is a particle. The him is a noun again. It's two words. Alayhim. So you should be able to, sort them out. Ghayril maghdubi. Ghayr is also noun. This is also noun. Alayhim, particle. Ala is a on. Him, noun again. Wala, wa is particle. Have. Dalin is a noun. That's it. So this helps you, to actually translate and find out. I might have made a mistake, so maybe somewhere, but if there's a mistake, you can let me know. This is what it is, because iyaka, maybe somebody could argue iya is a particle, so you can separate that too also maybe. But this is how. Once or twice if you do it, you get an idea. Because nouns, you need to know if there's a singular, plural, or if it takes an al or tanween, or it becomes mudaf, mudaf. If it's a verb, you should identify if it's madi, mudari, amr. The particle, well, which particle is this? Harf jar, harf atf, and all those which you've learned in the previous lesson. Same thing you have to do, identify the noun, verb, and letters. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, I won't do that, alhamdulillah. Same thing, yeah. Same thing. And translate also, it says. You can try this out again. And then identify the noun, verbs. Okay, let's do this. ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ. You can write actually. Ism is ذَلِكَ is a ذَلِكَ. Al-Kitabu is also a noun. Al-Kitabu. Right? La rayba. La is a harf. La rayba. The rayba is a noun. Rayba. Noun. Fihi, in it. So harf. Ha is a noun. Noun. Hudan. Noun. Lil muttaqin. Particle. Noun. So I'll say the Arabic now. Harf. Ism. Alladhina ism. Yu'minuna fi'il. Yu'minuna. They believe in it. بالغيب حرف اسم ويقيمون حرف عطف حرف فعل اسم, and they believe in the unseen and they establish prayer, and they, from what we have given them, they spend. يقيمون الصلاة صلاة. This is ism. ومما حرف. Min is حرف again. Ma is also. Ma could be sometimes it's harf, sometimes ism. So we can just say ism as of now. Ma razaqnahum yunfiqun. What we have given them, they spend. So razaqnahum. Razaq is fi'il. Na is ism. So divided into three parts. Razaqnahum. Ism. Na is we, no? It's a pronoun, and hum is also pronoun. So pronouns are which join with nouns. Some pronouns join only with verbs like this: tu, ta, ti, tum, ta, tuma, tum, ti, tuma, tunna, tuna. If you've done madi, you know, in the previous lesson. So razaqnahum yunfiqun verb fi'l. والذين حرف الذين اسم يؤمنون, and those who believe fi'l. Bima with in what? Bima have, and ma also you could say ism. Unzila ilayka. Unzila fi'l, what has been revealed to you. Unzila ilayka, to you. Ilayka, and to you. Ilayka have, and this is ism. Wama unzila min qablik, and what has been revealed before you or from before you. Harf ism. Unzila fi'l min, from. Qablika, before you. Qablika, qabli is ism. Wabil akhirati hum yakunun, and in the hereafter they have yaqeen, they have certainty. So harf akhira is hum ism yuqinun fi'l. Ulaika ism ala on, ala hudan min rabbihim. Ulaika, those, this is what? Ism ala is what? Harf hudan, guidance. So this is ism. Ulaika ala hudan min rabbihim. Min harf rabbihim, their Lord. So this will be what? Ism. Wa ulaika harf ism, humul ism muflihun, and those are the successful ones. Right? So you get an idea, right? It might be difficult in the start, but once you see a pattern, waw is a harf, ba is a harf, alladhina is a ism, and all that, you can easily do it. La is a harf. But ultimate goal is when you read it, you should be able to try to guess the meaning. That's the goal, right? And if you get stuck in the meaning, like I don't know what hudan is, so I have to ask myself, is it a verb? It doesn't seem like a verb. There's no zahaba, yadhabu or something. Idhab, no. Has tanween also hudan. So it doesn't, we have not learned as a particle also. So it's a noun. So noun, there's no action in it. There's no past, present, future. So you can then try to guess the meaning, right? So that helps a lot. But don't worry if it's too difficult for you, right? Just try to understand the process as much as possible. Ism fi'l, give 5 examples. You can do this. Ism noun, you can give names. Muhammadun, Baytun, and what else? Nouns. Khalidun or something. Fi'l, you can give a verb. Zahaba, he went. You can use present tense from that. Yadhabu, he goes. Yadhabu. And idhab, go. Idhab. Harf min, from, ba, ta, kaf, lam. If you've learned all of the prepositions, ba, ta, kaf, lam, ba, ta, kaf, ba, ta, kaf, lam, wa, mut, khala, rubba, hasha, min, ada, fi, ana, la, ta, ila. And huruf al-atf, amma, imma, thumma, aw, hatta, am, idhan, wafa. We've done this before. And then today we've learned interrogation. Ahal madha, ma madha, ahal madha, man madha, kaifa mata, ayyu limadha, man aina, anna ayyana. All of those. Huruf. Give huruf al-jar examples. So bata, kaf, lam, wa, mundu, mutu, all of this. Huruf atf, amma, imma, thumma, wa, hatta, am conjunctions, which you've done before. Identify conjunction and preposition with its meanings. Okay. So we have to identify only huruf atf and huruf jar. Inna alladhina kafaru. Indeed, those who disbelieve. Sawa'un alayhim. Is there a preposition here? Sawa'un, it is same upon them. Ala. Ala is a preposition. So P, preposition. Andartahum. This is a question, by the way. Whether you want them or you don't want them. La yu'minun. He wants conjunction also. Conjunction is what? Am is a conjunction. See. Anything else? Andartahum am lam tunzirhum la yu'minun. I don't think so. No? Okay. Maybe. Khatam Allah, Allah has put a seal on their hearts. Ala khulubihim, Allah is here, preposition. Wa ala, conjunction, preposition. Sam'ihim wa ala absarihim, conjunction, preposition. And on their sight, and there's a rishawa, there's a veil. Walahum, preposition, conjunction. La is also preposition. La belongs to for them. Adhabun azim. And for them is a great punishment. Wa minan nasi. Conjunction, preposition. And from those of the people, man yaqulu, who are the ones who say, amanna billahi, we believe in Allah. So there's a preposition here. Billahi. وَبِالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ, and in the day of judgment. وَمَا هُمْ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. This is again وَمَا, and they are not believers. So conjunction. يُخَادِعُونَ اللَّهَ, they deceive Allah, they try to deceive Allah. وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, and those who believe. Wa is conjunction. Those who believe. وَمَا يَخْدَعُونَ إِلَّا أَنفُسَهُمْ. وَمَا يَخْدَعُونَ, this is conjunction. And they don't deceive except themselves. أنفسهم. Conjunction, and they don't realize. في قلوبهم, preposition, in their hearts. مرض is a disease. فزادهم الله مرضا, so Allah has increased them in their disease. ولهم عذاب أليم, conjunction. ولهم, Allah, and for them is a painful punishment. A preposition also, no? La. Li becomes la when you attach a pronoun. So li belongs to, becomes la. بما كانوا يكذبون, with what they, this is a preposition, what they used to lie. So you can write down in this table the fujar, all of them which are there, and then the meaning of them, and huruf at for practice. So we have some vocabulary, some extra vocabularies, just for, to increase our vocabs. So numbers 1, wahid, itnan. So every unit will have vocabulary as well as some conversation if you want to learn how to speak Arabic. Wahidun, 1, itnan, 2, salatha, 3, arba'a, 4, khamsa, 5. Numbers, yeah. Sitta, saba'a, 7, thamaniya, 8, tis'a, 9, ashra is 10. Alwan, colors. Ahmar, red. Aswad, black. Aswadu. Abyad, white. Ramadi is gray. Ramadi, gray. Azraq, you just have to memorize how much of it you can. Azraq, blue. Akhdar, green. Asmar is brown. Asmar. Banafsaji, this is purple. Banafsaji. Vardi, pink. Vardi. Burtukhali, orange. Asfar, yellow. And Ferozi is turquoise. Ferozi. Conversations, some conversations also. So this is like Assalamu alaikum. It says Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you. Wa alaikum assalam. And may, just read it. And may peace be upon you too. Masmuk, what's your name? So Masmuk, what is your name? Ismi Rashidun. My name is Rashid. Ismi, see again, Ismi, my name. Ismi Rashid. Masmu walidik. What's your father's name? Masmu, what? Ismu, name. Walidik, father's name. Ismu walidi Hanif. The name of my father is Hanif. Aina taskun, where do you live? Aina taskun? Askunu fi Delhi. I live in Delhi. Ma huwa unwanuk? Unwan means, by the way, taskunu means you live. The ta is telling us you. Askunu, I live in Delhi. Ma huwa unwanuk? What's your address? Unwani, my address is so and so. Unwani. Kam umruk? What's your age? Umri 20 sana. My age is Umri 20 sana. It's 20 years. Ma hiya jinsiyatuk? What's your nationality? Jinsiya means national. Ka means yours. Jinsiyatuka. Ana Hindi. I'm Indian. Ma dinuk? What's your religion? Ana Muslim. I'm a Muslim. Ma hiya mihnatuk? What's your occupation? Ma hiya mihnatuk? Mihna is opposite. Mihna. Mihnatun. What's your occupation? Ana tilmid. I'm a student. Mundu mata wa aina anta huna? Since when are you here? For how long have you been here? أنا هنا منذ أسبوع. I'm here since a week. منذ means since, no? We've learned a preposition منذ since. هل هذه أول زيارة لك? Is this the first visit for you? That means is this your first visit? لا بل قد أتيت في السنة الماضية. No, I've surely came last year also في السنة الماضية. بل is rather قد surely. Just try to memorize. There's nothing, because this might be a little advanced for you. So these books seem a little advanced because they don't go into easy stuff in the starting. They'll throw everything at you. So just go through this book and finish it, and you will get a good idea about the whole language. And he will repeat it many times. Yeah, the next unit. This is just the first unit. So don't be overwhelmed. Like, oh, how will I understand all of this? No, just try to go through it. Inshallah. هل أنت مبسوط هنا? Are you happy here? مبسوط is happy, يعني مسرور. نعم هذه المدينة تعجبني جدا. Yes, this city has pleased me a lot. Literally, I like the city very much. من أين أتيت? أتى is to come. From where have you come? أتيت من حيدرباد. I have come from Hyderabad. لماذا أتيت هنا? Why did you come from there or come here? أتيت هنا للشغل. I have come here for some work. لشغل, for some work. هل تعرفني? Do you know me? نعم أعرفك. No, yes I know me. Yes I know you. Okay, they know each other. هل أنت متزوج? Are you married? نعم أنا متزوج. Yes I'm married. هل عندك أولاد? Do you have children? نعم عندي 3 أولاد ابنان وبنت. Yes, I have 3 children, 2 sons and 1 daughter. أستأذنك الآن. I take leave of you now. I want to go now. أرجو أن أراك قريبا إن شاء الله. I hope to see you near shortly, inshallah. So there are some dialogues, you can practice with your friend or with AI also, maybe, right? Give them these photos and ask them to be the second person, right? You can ask them to be second person, and then you can try to practice out. ما هي جنسيتك؟ ما دينك؟ أنا مسلم. I didn't read this. ما هي مهنتك؟ منذ متى وأين أنت هنا؟ هل هذه أول زيارة لك؟ So you can write them down and stick them somewhere. Just if you like speaking, أرجو أن نراك قريبا إن شاء الله. I hope to see you shortly إن شاء الله. الحمد لله الذي بنعمته تتم الصالحات. Praise be to Allah. All praise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with whose ni'mah, blessings, all good things come to an end. So this is unit number 1, which we have finished. This is lesson 2 or unit 2. We'll see lesson 2. We'll learn about Ma'arifa Nakira. We'll go more into detail. So he's given, almost like a snapshot in the first unit. Why? Because some people might quit after the first unit. No, at least they get to understand that. But if you want more details, and it'll be a repetition, many stuff and all of those. So yeah, we'll do lesson 2 in our next session, inshallah ta'ala. It'll be shorter lessons now, I guess, not that huge, but yeah. Barakallahu feekum, Jazakallahu Khairan, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.